Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks for joining me on our regular Sunday. Today I have two of the new Seiko 5 homages of the 7002 series. This is model number SRPL87 and SRPL89. But I never had an original 7002, but I thought they really looked cool. I prefer the square indexes over the SKXs, circular indexes. I think they're both great looking watches. I just prefer, really this kind of the square index look over the circular. So let's check these things out. First, check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel. As y'all know, I get a very small commission if you buy anything from my Amazon store. So whenever you do that, I really do appreciate it. So typical Seiko watch box, nothing fancy here. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and give you all the 7 specs you need to know, and then we'll talk more in depth about these. These have been out for a few months. This is one of those SKX kind of homage watches. It's kind of hard to explain because this is an homage of a watch that came out in like the 80s. Again, like I said on my last review, all these reinterpretations, reimaginations, homages, reinventions, they get a little confusing. But I like the look of these. So there is the orange one. And I like the fact that the orange has the gold hands and stuff, which I think it looks pretty cool. So there's that one. Let's open up the other one. And again, I'll give you the specs here in just a second. I just want you to take a look at the watches first. Each one of them comes with obviously a warranty card, a manual there. And you of course get a little microfiber cleaning cloth. All right, so let's get this stuff out of the way. And let's talk about these watches. All right, there you go. So let's go ahead and I guess we'll just pick up the yellow first here. And that's a good looking watch. I'm really leaning towards the yellow, guys. I mean, I love an orange dial as well, but man, this yellow just pops like crazy. All right, so looking at a 42.5mm stainless steel case. It's 13.9 millimeters thick. It's 46 millimeters lug to lug. Comes on a 22mm silicone strap. It's water resistant to 100 meters, which is 330 feet. The originals of these were water resistant to 150 meters. So you lose a little bit of, water resistance. And again, it's not meant to be like a revival of the original watch or a reissue. It's just meant to kind of, pay homage to the original 7002. And just to let y'all know, it's thundering and lightning and storming like crazy outside. Anyway, the movement is a 4R36 with a 41-hour power reserve, and you do get a Hardlex crystal on the crystal and a Hardlex insert on the 120-click Uni-Directional bezel. So that's pretty cool. So first I want to thank Topper Jewelers out of California for loaning me these two beauties. I really appreciate them doing that. They've got all 4 references. There's 2 here on silicone straps and 2 on stainless steel bracelets. So I want to thank Topper again for loaning me these 2 watches. Really, really nice of them to do that. And make sure you stay tuned later in the video for a coupon code that will save you $50 off of 3 of these different references. There are 4 of them out. Topper's giving you a coupon code on 3 of them, and I'll give you all that information here in just a second. So these came out before the wildly popular SKX models with the rounded indexes and after the famous turtle models. So this, these watches kind of have like a middle child syndrome, I guess. And as I said earlier, they're a little bit less water resistant than the originals, which are 150 meters. These are 100 meters. And guys, I honestly prefer these over the SKXs. Again, for the rectangular indexes, I just think they're fantastic. They even recreated the hour and minute hand from the original 7002, as well as obviously the indexes. You got that bright yellow pop of the dial. Of course, this is a 4R36, so you get a date and a date. You got automatic printed up there above 6 o'clock. The Seiko logo is applied. I think it's, just a great looking watch, and I love a yellow dial. You got a nice little lollipop there on the end of the second hand. Of course, your push-pull crown is over here at, 4 o'clock. It's not signed. Nah, it's not signed. Nice, supple strap. Really, really comfortable strap. I think y'all are going to like that as well. So I really like the case. I mean, it's kind of what y'all are used to now. But I think it's a very functional case. Nice Hardlex insert on that bezel too, like I said earlier. Plenty of grip. And let's see if everything lines up, because I know everybody's a stickler for that. So let's go ahead. 120 click, unidirectional. Let's see if I can get it to line up. Holy Moses, look at that. All right, so it looks like Seiko's been listening. Really, really nice. And I love those indexes, man. Really, really nice. And guys, it is storming like crazy outside. Sorry about that if y'all are hearing that thunder and lightning. So here is the rest of the strap. Of course, you got the single keeper there. Super comfortable. Here's Caseback. There you go. You get to see the 4R36 in motion there. And of course, the strap has obviously the adjustment holes, and it has, looks like it has some more holes over here, maybe to help, you know, wick away any moisture. And I think the keepers, yeah, the keepers look like they're dual, but it's actually just one keeper, okay? You got the buckle with the Seiko logo on it right there. And then let's take a look at the hang tag. I think these retail for $385, I believe, but you would, you know, if you go to Topper, you're not going to pay anywhere near that. So there you go. There's a hang tag for the 87. And just for demonstration purposes, let me show you the orange as well. So there you go. So there are the two. And I'll try both of them on to give you all an idea what they look like. It's tough, but I just love this yellow, man. That's just me. Obviously the orange, the exact same watch, just a different dial color, but the hands get treated with like a gold treatment, which I think really makes it pop as well. And just for y'all's reference, the turtle was made from 1976 to 1988. Then these, well, the originals of these, were made from 1988 to 1996. And then the SKX was made from 1996 to 2019. That's 23 years, almost a quarter of a century for the SKXs being in production, which I think is just absolutely fantastic. So guys, I'm thinking of what else I want to tell you about this watch. I mean, y'all have seen these watches. These have been around since basically 2019. And again, this is just an homage to the original 7002 model. I think they did a great job. And I cannot tell you how much I like this yellow dial. Again, the orange is great. The orange is great. I do wish they would put some sort of bezel around the date window, you know, the day and date. I wish they would do that, but they're probably not going to ever do that. And you have a nice, again, Hardlex insert for the bezel, which is really cool. And the bezel feels fantastic, by the way. So, all right, let's go ahead and try this one on. Y'all know what's going to happen with the Lume. That's not going to be a big surprise. Oh my God, it's really comfortable. Holy Moses. Holy Moses, that's super comfortable. Man. Y'all hear that thunder out there? Good grief. Man, that is really comfortable. All right. So I'll go ahead and try on the orange too. All right, so there's the orange strap. You can see the shine of that Hardlex bezel insert on the bezel. Really, really nice. These watches are insanely comfortable, guys. Really, really nice. All right, let's go ahead and get some Lume shots. Let's go ahead and kill everything. Let's get some Lume shots here. And again, I really want to thank Topper for sending these to me, man. Hopefully we can get some more watches from them soon. All right, so let's go ahead and zap these. I'm gonna go ahead and leave them on the desk here. All right, let's go ahead and zap them up. There you go. I mean, it's Seiko LumiBrite. Y'all know what to expect. I'll go ahead and bring them up to the camera there. And I love that the crystal has a reflection of each index. It just makes it look like there are, you know, more indexes on this thing, more points of light. Really, 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 really nice. There you go. All right, guys, since y'all have been patient, let me go ahead and tell you about this coupon code. I think you're really going to like it. Originally, these are $385, but if you use my coupon code MAV50, okay, that'll give you $50 off 3 of these different references, okay? So you get $50 off the orange, you get $50 off the yellow, and you get $50 off the black on the stainless steel bracelet. You do not get $50 off of the blue on the stainless steel bracelet. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe it's just maybe it's just an inventory thing. I'm not quite sure, but the blue reference is SRPL89, and you do not get $50 off of that one, but you do get $50 off, again, the SRPL85, which is the black model, obviously the SRPL87, which is the yellow, and the SRPL89, which is the orange. You get $50 off each of those 3 references, so that brings these down to $240, which is a far cry from $385. So I think that's a fantastic value. Great looking watches, very functional, insanely comfortable strap. I mean, it's just insanely comfortable. I mean, these watches are just, I mean, they're Seiko's bread and butter, guys. I mean, I love, you know, the Marine Masters and all the Pro Specs and all the other type of stuff, but I really do think, you know, these type of watches are Seiko's bread and butter. You know, the Seiko 5 series is just fantastic. It's not an SKX. It's not meant to be an SKX, but I think these are really, really nice watches. I'm glad I caught that, by the way, before it fell down. So anyway, guys, I'd love to know your thoughts on this thing. I think they're fantastic myself. And again, I'm really leaning towards this yellow. I love that yellow. Really, really, really cool. So anyway, guys, as always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell if you like my content, and I hope you do. And that's about it. I've got something really, really special coming up in the next couple days. So make sure you look out for your notifications. This is a world first. I think you might know what I'm talking about. Anyway, make sure you stay tuned for the channel. Check your feeds because I got something incredibly special coming up in the next couple days. So make sure you stay tuned. Anyway, guys, that's been about it for this one. I will see you all in probably a couple days. Take care. Bye-bye.